Good afternoon, the Carrick fan here. Right, so I'm back with another video and with some more Manchester United beer. Right, so I want to talk about two things, but first of all, first one is I was watching a YouTube clip regarding the Manchester United job, managerial job, and Gary Neville said Manchester United have to pursue another manager in the summer. And to be fair, even though I don't agree with him on a lot of things, I do agree with him on this. But, it's a gargantuan but, it's a massive but. If we get top four, there'll be a huge clamour for Michael Carrick to get the job on a permanent basis this summer. So it'll be a difficult decision for the club to do. But what I don't want to happen is, Remember 2019? I did a video about it at the time. It was March, I think it's March 2019, and it was the international break, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got the Manchester United job on the permanent basis. I do not want that to happen one bit. I want the club to take their time, assess the situation, assess their options, and see where we go from there. Personally, I was thinking about this before doing this video, and for some reason I've got two names in my head, or two names out there anyway. But it's your Pochettino, but the one that keeps coming up is Kieran McKenna. I don't know why. Something tells me we're going to target Kieran McKenna. Bear with, when Ineos first came to the club 2 years ago. Yeah, I think it's 2 years ago. In that summer 2024, was it the club spoke to Kieran McKenna? I did a video about it at the time, and then he signed a long-term contract with Ipswich. But yeah, it's just a name to put out there. Also, I'm going to give huge credit to Tony Coulton, the Manchester United goalkeeping scout. He's been at the club for years, and so James Tucker from the Telegraph said that if Ruben Amorim had his way, he would have signed. Martinez would have joined Manchester United, and he also said that the club went against Tony Coulton and signed Andre Onana. And James Tucker also said that Tony Coulton Tony Coulton pushed very hard for the Sonny Lamman signing, and fair play to him. Because one, in a way, it was a risk. Two, he had no Premier League experience, and thirdly, he only had the season of professional football under his belt, and he could have wilted under the pressure at Old Trafford. But fair play to him. Sonny Lamman has been fantastic, and I'm not saying this because of last night. I mean, Everton had 10 corners last night. It was like the bloody Royal Rumble. If you're a wrestling fan, you know what I meant by that. They were just swarming Lammans, and I blame that bloody set piece coach at Arsenal, Nicholas Jover Dev. Although I did say it, Everton did use 2012 De Gea tactics on Lammans last night, and he was just punching out everything anywhere. To be honest with you, for £18 million, I was thinking about this morning actually. What would have happened in the previous regime was we would have gone, right, so we've got this young kid from Belgium, or we've got the almost 30-year-old Aston Villa goalkeeper, might be on big wages. Nah, we would go for Martinez instead of Lammans. And then what would have happened was Lammans would have gone to Premier League. I'm trying to think of a Premier League club that needs a keeper. Trying to think. Let's say Everton or Brighton for instance. Performs at one of them clubs, waft. The price goes up, and we would have had to overpay for it. But credit to the recruitment team, and more specifically and especially credit to Tony Coulton, because he's got this one right, and he deserves a lot of credit for this. He's been at the club for, I think is it over 20 years now? Yeah, it's got to be over 20 years, because he advocated the Edward van der Sar signing. God, £2 million. Christ. God, imagine how much Edward van der Sar would be worth nowadays. But Sonny Lamans has been fantastic. For me, one of the signings of the season. No, he's not. For value for money, yes, he is. No, he's not. £18 million. God, if this is a previous age, we'd have signed Emi Martinez and we would have missed out on Sonny Lamans. I'm not sure if I did the video about it on deadline day last year, but Aston Villa did the approach. Was it? Oh shit! What club did you get him from? Was it Club Brugge? I think it's Club Brugge for Sonny Lamans. So it's a weird way, really. In a different world, we would have had Sonny Lamans playing for Aston Villa and Demi Martinez playing for us. Now it's weird, but well done to Tony Cotter for advocating the Sonny Lamans signing. He deserves credit. So that's 3 clean sheets in. Excuse me. Excuse me. So that's three clean sheets in 6. So 6 games now for Sonny Lamans. Not too bad. But yeah, he was named man of the match last night. Well done to Sonny Lamans. Fully deserved. No, he should have given it to Harry Maguire. Maybe I would have given it to Sesko or Maguire, but to be fair, I'm not fussed. But very, very, very happy with the Sonny Lamans signing. It's just mad, really. We don't usually get things right, but on this signing, we've got it right. And I'll admit, when I'm wrong, I will admit I'm wrong. I wanted Watkins over Sesko. Yeah, about that. Anyway, moving on. And I wanted Martinez over Lamans. So yeah. And that's why I don't do match previews or predictions. So yeah. But overall, I'm very, very happy with our summer signings. But yeah, for me, midfield now in the summer, I want Carlos Blaber and a shock signing or surprise signing or out of the blue signing that we've not been linked with or linked to. People say, why do you want Carlos Blaber for? Because 1, he's a good midfielder, and 2, he's 22, 23. If he's 28, 29 and playing like this, I'd be like, nah, forget it, no. But for me, we can iron them red flags out if he does come, and also he's Premier League proven, and also he's got Brian and Bumo to what's the word I'm looking for? Like, if he does come to us, he knows Brian and Bumo anyway. I think he speaks French. Even if he does, we've got a lot of French speaking players. I think Sonny Lamans can speak French. Bruno Fernandes can. Ahmad and Bumo, I think Cunha can. I'm trying to think of us. I think I mentioned Yoros. So that's 6 players that can speak French in our team or squad. But yeah, very, very happy. That was a difficult win last night. It wasn't the perfect performance, and I was getting very frustrated by the loose balls we were doing. But it was an ugly win, but it's a win. A win's a win, as they say. Right, so you can tweet me at Carrick_fan 2026. Subscribe to the channel with the Carrick Fan. Comment below, like the video. Take care, thanks for watching. Goodbye from me. Adios. Goodbye.